Hi, this is Christelle Martinette. I feel like I'm back in the saddle. I feel like I've missed you so much. It's a Friday morning, and I'm in Rome, and the weather here is very warm. It's summer. It's about 90 degrees during the day, and maybe 80 in the evening. Doesn't change very much. It's very warm, and it's kind of nice. So we're trying to feel like we're on vacation and relaxed. That's about it. Now I need time to shuffle these cards. I woke up with a thought that I'd like to share with you. Just was brilliantly, popped into my mind, and it happens often when I wake up. I have a thought, something that follows me throughout the day. And this morning, I thought that something that has served me well in the past, and I'll share it with you. I learned to, instead of exclude people, excluding people from me and from my life, trying to open and enclose and include people, including extending my immediate family, including people. Of course, if you have some crazies and people who, well, if you know anybody, well, we have the Ten of Cups, which is dying to come out of the deck. We'll see. Let me see if I could turn on the light a second. There you go. Let's see if that is any better. Yes, the Ten of Cups just popped out. Let's put this to the side. Well, as I was saying, including people, and it's made me shift my entire way of seeing things. I've got another one. This is good. All right, this is the Four of Swords. All right, so there's a Ten of Cups, just plentiful, happy ever after card, and the Four of Swords, not Four of Cups, Four of Swords. I'll put this over to the other side as if they were framing next week's reading. This is the weekly reading for the week starting the 8th of June. Now, you'll notice that right away, and I haven't finished my thought about including people. Of course, if there are crazies out there that will harm you, that's a different thing. But I found that it has helped me, including people in my life instead of excluding them. You'll have noticed now that in June, things have started to change. Things are quickly moving, things are changing, things are rapidly slip-sliding, and it's a welcome change, I think. Let's open this and just shut up and open the spread. We've waited enough. All right. This is the Gargiulo-Sherman Tarot. Okay, this is a spread that seems like a work week spread. As we remember, the Ten of Cups and this Four of Swords have come out, resting on your laurels, more or less. All right, the King of Wands has come out, so a very passionate person, very passionate energy, and to either side there's the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. The Six of Pentacles is a sort of starting to reverse your way of thinking about material things and moving material things around you, okay? The Five of Swords is showing that it is a difficult process, but we will start to spread things. Across the center, very interesting development in this spread. It's a diamond spread, so 1, 2, 3, and in the center 2, and then 1. There's the King of Cups, so that's a second king. our good and gentle and someone we can count on, this stability in the spread, okay? The King of Cups and the King of Wands, there are two then kings. In the center we have the Emperor. Now, I like to see this card right into the center. It is firmly planted there, and there's stability. You're grounded. This is a form of grounding. Grounded on this earth. You have a certain power. And what's more, not only is there the King of Cups to the one side of this Emperor. This Emperor takes on quite a different, and this Hierophant on either side, the Hierophant on one side and the King of Cups on the other side of the Emperor. All right, this is an indication for us of change in a different way. Change, I'm not going to say in a good versus bad, but there is a change in the way you start to see things in your life. Undoubtedly, this is, you'll feel this. You'll feel this. You have felt it already from the beginning of June, I think. Let me show you the rest. There's the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, again, this is a card that not all us tarot readers agree on. I don't see this as a miserly card. I see this as the development of something. And actually, I see this as a coming up from ashes. I see this coming up anew. This is a new birth for me. The Five of Pentacles, the five, so there's the 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles. And anyone who's a card player knows that this has some value. The 4, 5, and 6. This is an excellent development. Put them back in their places. And the last, lo and behold, is the Queen of Cups. Now, we have a King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The Queen is in line with the King of Wands at the top, the Emperor in the center, and she is at the end. Now, bear with me. There's a female who will be sitting. This I remember many weeks ago. I called her the boring queen. Okay, the boring queen, the boring king. What they have on their side, these cups, these court cards, these courtly, stately, aristocratic cups, the king and queen, is that they need not worry, they don't have to fret, and they don't have to convince anyone. Right? They're sitting. Now, she is sitting. We have our King of Wands who's just rushing in. There's air and fire there. Air and fire there. Very passionate, but there's the Emperor underneath him. A person who knows what they are worth, knows what they are saying, knows their weak points as well, and that makes of them a very strong person. Someone who can understand their weak points, is full of strength. And the Queen is watching, taking it in, and thanking the universe for this revelation. All right, this is sort of watching someone come into their own, not like a rite of passage, no, as a revelation of their character, their nature. And you have the gift. The Queen of Cups is a person who has the gift of having this revelation before their eyes. It is a gift when somebody confides in you, when somebody tells you. It is a gift. Now, there are other dynamics in this spread. Of course, there's this terrible card full of strife, the Five of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords, person on their own who's full of strife. All right, we're going to, with the Vera Sibilla, illuminate that, see what that's all about. But the rest of the spread, this is almost as an aside, as if it is the past moving in, and that is part of the revelation, I feel. It's part of the revelation. It's sandwiched between the passion of the King of Wands here and the Hierophant. So we've got a lot of protection, and we'll look at that. Now we have some diagonals, and we have the crown and the base. The diagonal here is the 5, the 6 of Pentacles, right, with the Emperor in the middle. Right, there's a development of economic value, I would say. I would chance to say, and I'll extend myself in saying that this is a period where you can see yourself going from to safely. You are either making plans. This is making plans. You are dreaming ahead. You can see this, and you're starting to take small steps. So the 4 and the 5, and it's not that small. You have come past the 5 and the 6 here in this diagonal, but knowing we have the 4, the 5 and the 6, you are on your way to a development. Okay, after the 6, there's 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So this is a development in the heart of the development of the tarots from 1 to 10. When you have 5 and 6, all right, the 5 and 6 is a very fervent, very lively moment of thoughts, lively moment of creativity. Excellent creativity this week. Now the other diagonal, of course, there's that 4 that I see, the 4 of Pentacles that I'm seeing as the phoenix arising from its ashes, along with that Emperor. The Emperor's beautiful in the middle of the spread. The Emperor's great, fantastic in the middle of the spread. That's going to the 5 of Swords, and vice versa. All right, the past strife through the Emperor, going through the 4 of Pentacles arising from the ashes. We're going to look at that. And the 6 of Cups, stately, calm, a person you can count on, someone who's on the side framing. Let us not forget the 4 of Swords, where is a rest. This week will mark a time that is, okay, it starts with 8. We're still in retrograde, then it turns in the middle of the week, but it is all in all a week that you need to take stock. Sit back, take stock. See what you have heard. Listen to your dreams, and start moving. Start moving and planning the seeds. Let it go, because you remember we have this 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups is a celebration along with the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, the 10 of Cups. So you would say, what would you ask for more? Now I'm going to shuffle the Vera Sibilla. And I have to say, I watched a beautiful video with a very, very young card reader. I like her. And she has a video where when she's shifting the cards, when she's mixing the cards, she fast forwards the video. And I haven't found a way to do that yet. And I like it. I like it a lot. I think she rocks. She's cool. A lot to learn from this young little woman. All right, now, the Vera Sibilla, I'm going to take 3 on the 5 of Swords. Okay, this is a very rich message here. Very rich message here. As the Vera Sibilla always offer, all right? We have in the cards, this is a female enemy, and I'm going to stand by that. The Doctor and the Merchant. So, if you will, these are 2 professions. Okay, there are 2 professions, and a person who currently is in the position. I'm not seeing this as another woman. I'm seeing this as part of yourself, as part of how other people see you. All right. Now, and her next, the Doctor, talks about the need for healing, that side of you that needs healing, right? And this merchant, which would be your activity, your work, your livelihood, is looking the other way from this side of you that needs healing, or, well, that's another story, I'll get to that. Now, that means that your livelihood right now is not necessarily the most important part of the week. There's time for that. There's time for that, as we saw in the 4 to 6 in Emperor. There's seeds to be planted. So that is looking the other way. It's on the back burner. But the card of strife, 5 of Swords here, is telling us there are other people who are seeing you as on the enemy side, as being on the enemy side. And that side of you is a side that you need to take care of. You need to heal. I'll use that word, heal. It's maybe a little strong. You need to look at that a little more carefully. See if you can see that yourself a little more carefully. Now, there are other things that these 3 cards talk about. They talk about, they could be an illness. There could be a true illness, nothing serious, because there is the female enemy next to you. So it is really a part of yourself that needs healing. But that part, in many of you, and this could apply to men and women actually, that part may be in dire need of healing, that it can cause depression, it can cause depressed state, it can cause any kind of illness that you have to worsen. So I'm talking about the healing of the soul. All right, that is what we're talking about. This is the healing of the soul that underlies all other aspects of your life and your very being. So let's take this and put this aside, right? And remember that this is a time that we could use that. We could start looking at ourselves. Let me just take the Neapolitan cards and see. All right, the 2 of Cups has flown out. All right, and that has a value as similar to other playing cards, tarot cards. It's a love card and a partnership. And we have another card come out, turned over and came out. The 2 of Pentacles. Very, very interesting messages to highlight those 3. All right, this healing has to do with partnerships. This healing has to do with the yin-yang side of you, the female and male energies that you have inside of you, and partnerships outside of yourself, inside of yourself, partnerships that have to do with spirituality, and partnerships that need filling, that are empty now. Okay, and I'll take another 3 as I usually do with this, unless something else pops out. 3. Okay. All right, now these 3, this is another 4 of Swords, like our 4 of Swords. So this is a double message. This is time out. Rest to look at those aspects of strife that need healing. Now, this 4 of Swords, it comes between a Knight of Cups and a King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords would be our 3rd king, even though it's in the Neapolitan cards, but it is a 3rd king, and it's 3 different suits. And the 3 different suits come to tell us that there most likely will be a male figure that is charging in, that is in a different position compared to the past, that is more stable and mature, and would be in a position of opening to truths that have not come out. This is one reading now, but it also stands to tell us that the Knight of Cups is complementing both the King and Queen of Cups. And it is a message that's illuminating the strife, but it is the strife in the week spread. And these cards are all linked and touching. That's why I like the diamond spread, because they do all touch. Now, the Knight of Cups in this spread is a knight that you can see is stately and is very calm compared to other knights especially. So this is a week that you can really understand that there is time to relax, and that there is time to meditate on those healing aspects that need to come through, and that the issue of truths emerging is always at the bottom of the strife that we are reading into. Let me take one more. I'm prompted to take another. I'll shuffle again. Prompted to take another tarot card. I'm getting the message that it's coming out. All right. There's this Three of Swords. The Three of Swords has come out off the side of the tarot, and this is healing of the heart as well. All right, now there is, underneath that strife, there is a heartache, in the literal sense, heartache. Now, there have been many studies in literature, in medical literature, that have linked heart disease with actual heartache in the metaphorical sense, and the not so metaphorical sense. Now, those of you who are suffering from heartache, remember that if not cured and healed, there is scientific research that shows how it does affect the organ in the body, the heart actually. Now, this is a message for all of us that we need to direct our energies toward those healing aspects that are in need, that are needy. And remember that if there's something you do not know, and if there's something that you're, say, putting under the carpet, or putting aside and not really taking heed of, this is the time to do that. This is the time to do that. Remember, you are guarded by our Hierophant. Right? We are guarded by our Hierophant. And the two cards that fell out again would be the crowning glory of the spread, the Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords. Take time, know that you're going toward a solution of an improved situation, and process that healing. Get into the heart of matters. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. Also, one thing that I didn't mention in my last video, there's an area in my website now at the top where there, on the home page, you'll see testimonials, and those are, it's a space where you can go in and write if you want. For those of you who have read with me, I would appreciate it. And again, thank you for all of your support. Do subscribe, do share, do like. It is much appreciated. Have a wonderful week until we see each other again. Namaste.